Picture this, July 12, 1985. You're 10 years old, wedged into the back seat of a sun-faded station wagon somewhere along Route 66. The vinyl burns against your legs. A paper map crackles in your dad's hands, and the air smells like petrol, warm cola, and summer that never seems to end. Summer in 1980s America didn't arrive quietly. It hit all at once. By June, school doors slammed shut across the country, releasing nearly 40 million kids into a world with no schedules and no safety nets. No phones, no tracking, just time, long, endless, stretching time. And every year, that time led to the same ritual. The road trip. You wake before the sun rises, always. Your mom's already in the kitchen, packing sandwiches into a plastic cooler. Egg salad, ham and cheese, wrapped tight in foil, already sweating in the heat. Your dad steps outside, keys jingling. The car waits, big, heavy, reliable, a Ford Country Squire with wood paneling down the sides, or be a Chevrolet Caprice that smells faintly of old upholstery and engine oil. You climb in, the seat sticks, the door slams shut with a hollow thud, and just like that, you're gone. The driveway disappears behind you, your house shrinks, your normal life fades into the distance. And ahead, anything, the radio clicks on. Static first, then music. Maybe Bruce Springsteen, maybe Madonna, maybe nothing but a preacher's voice drifting in and out between stations. Your dad adjusts the dial, again and again, until something sticks. You don't talk much at first. It's too early, too quiet. But then the sun rises, and the heat begins. By mid-morning, the car feels like an oven. No air conditioning in the back. Just windows rolled halfway down, letting in hot wind and the smell of asphalt baking under the sun. You lean your head against the glass. It's warm, too warm, but you don't move. Because this is part of it. The discomfort, the waiting, the stretch of road that feels like it might never end. Until, are we there yet? It begins, and once it begins, it never stops. Your sibling nudges you. Move over. I am over. You're on my side. I'm not. You are. Just enough. Tension builds, then breaks, then builds again. Hours pass like this. Slow, sticky, real. But then something changes. A sign appears. Bright, strange, impossible to ignore. See Rock City. Giant dinosaur ahead. World's largest ball of twine minus 10 miles. And suddenly, the car comes alive. Your dad glances over. Want to stop? Yes, always yes. By the mid-1980s, America's highways were filled with these odd little attractions. Built to pull you in, designed to make you curious. And they worked. You pull over, gravel crunches underfoot. The air hits you like a wall, hot, dry, heavy. You walk towards something completely pointless and completely unforgettable. A giant statue, a weird museum, a roadside stand selling ice-cold lemonade for 50 cents. You take a sip. It's sharp, sweet, perfect. For a moment, the journey feels worth it. Every second, back in the car, the snacks come out. This is where things get messy. Chips in loud, crinkling bags. Cans of Coca-Cola that fizz too much when opened. Chocolate bars already melting through the wrapper. Everything sticks. Your fingers, your clothes, the seats. No one cares. You eat anyway, because food tastes different on the road. Better, richer, more alive. Even when it shouldn't. Even when it's warm, even when it's slightly crushed. Especially then, around noon, hunger hits again. This time, real food. And that means one thing: a stop. Maybe it's a roadside diner, a place with red vinyl booths and a bell that rings when you open the door. The smell wraps around you instantly: grease, coffee, something frying on a flat-top grill. You slide into a booth. The seat squeaks. A waitress walks over, notepad in hand. Coffee. For me, your dad says. You get a burger, fries, maybe a milkshake if it's a good day. The first bite is hot, juicy, too big to handle properly. Ketchup drips onto your hands. You lick it off, slowly, carefully, because you don't want it to end. Outside, the sun keeps climbing. By July afternoons, temperatures in places like Arizona and Nevada pushed past 35 degrees Celsius. Cars struggled, engines strained, and sometimes they gave up. It starts small, a smell, something off, burnt. Your dad notices. The car slows, then stops. Silence. The bonnet pops open. Steam rises, white, thick, angry. You step out. The heat hits harder now. No shade, no breeze, just open road stretching forever in both directions. You wait and wait. Your mom fans herself with a folded map. Your dad stares into the engine like he can will it back to life. Time drags. Minutes feel like hours, until finally, he tries again. The engine coughs, struggles, then starts. Relief floods in. You're moving again, and somehow, the road feels different now. More fragile, more uncertain, but also more exciting. Because anything can happen, and often does. By late afternoon, the destination finally appears. Maybe it's the coast, the Atlantic stretching out wide and endless. You run toward it. The sand burns your feet. Each step quick, sharp, urgent. You reach the water. Jump in, cold, shockingly cold, but perfect. Waves crash against your chest. Salt fills your mouth. You laugh, loud, unfiltered, free. Other times, it's a theme park. By 1987, places like Disney World were pulling in over 20 million visitors a year. Families from everywhere, all chasing the same thing: escape. You stand in line. Sweat dripping, sun pressing down, the smell of sunscreen thick and familiar. Hours pass, slowly, then suddenly, it's your turn. The ride begins. Lights flash, sounds roar, and for 2 minutes, you're somewhere else. Somewhere bigger, faster, better. Then it ends. Too quickly, always too quickly. Night falls, and with it comes the motel. A low building, one floor, doors facing the car park. Neon sign buzzing overhead. Vacancy. You step inside. The room smells faintly of cleaning spray and something older beneath it. The carpet feels rough under your feet. The TV clicks on, static, then a picture. Maybe the A-Team, maybe Cheers, maybe something you weren't supposed to stay up for. Your parents sit quietly, talking, planning, worrying. You don't catch every word, but you feel it. Money matters, fuel costs, how much longer the trip can last. You lie back, listening, watching, drifting, safe. Not every holiday is like this. Some are simpler, cheaper, closer. Camping. You arrive just before sunset. Trees all around, tall, still, watching. The air smells different here. Pine, dirt, smoke from someone else's fire drifting through the trees. Your dad wrestles with the tent. It never goes smoothly. Poles don't fit. Fabric twists. Instructions get ignored. Hold it straight. I am holding it straight. You're not. Tension, then laughter, then finally, something that resembles a tent, good enough. As darkness settles in, the world changes. Sounds grow louder, closer, a branch snapping somewhere in the distance. Leaves shifting in the wind, you sit around the fire. Flames dancing, crackling softly. Sparks rising into a sky full of stars you don't see at home. Food cooks slowly. Hot dogs turning black in places. Marshmallows catching fire if you're not careful. You blow them out, too late. Still eat them, sticky, sweet, perfect. And then, the moment, the one that stays. It's August 24th, 1986. You're back near the coast. A small beach, a quiet night. Your family sits around a low fire, the flames flickering against tired faces. The day has been long, sunburnt shoulders, sand in everything, hair tangled from salt and wind. But now, everything slows. The sky fades from orange to deep blue. The ocean moves in steady, gentle rhythm. Someone turns on a small radio. A song plays, soft, familiar. You don't think much of it now, but years later, you'll hear that same song in a shop, or on the radio, or somewhere unexpected. And suddenly, you're back here. Instantly, your mom laughs. Your dad smiles in a way you don't see often. Relaxed, present, whole, no rush, no stress. Just this, just now. And for a brief, perfect moment, everything feels complete. But moments like that don't last. They never do. By the late 1980s, things began to change. Air travel got cheaper. Holiday packages became easier, structured, predictable. The old road trips started to fade. Motels turned into chains, diners into franchises. Roadside oddities slowly disappeared, and with them, a certain kind of magic. Still, those summers left something behind, something deeper than photos, stronger than souvenirs. You remember the heat. You remember the boredom. You remember the arguments, the breakdowns, the sticky seats and long, endless drives. But more than anything, you remember the feeling of being together, in a small space with nowhere else to go. No distractions, no escape, just each other. Take someone like Mark Thompson, 11 years old, Ohio. His family couldn't afford hotels, so they slept in their car at rest stops, seats pushed back, windows cracked open just enough to let air in, mosquitoes buzzing, lorries roaring past through the night. It wasn't comfortable, it wasn't quiet, it wasn't ideal, but years later, he said those were the best nights of his life. Because everyone was there, close, present, together. And that's the truth about summer vacations in 1980s America. They weren't perfect, they weren't always fun. They weren't always easy, but they were real. We had less comfort, less convenience, less control, but somehow, it felt like more time, more connection, more moments that stayed with you long after the sunburn faded and the car was unpacked. If you experience summers like this, you know exactly what I mean. If this brought back memories, share it with someone who remembers. Please subscribe to keep these stories alive. And drop a comment with your favorite summer memory from back then, the one you never forgot.